Hello and welcome back to the top 85 games for the BBC Micro video countdown series. In at number 40, it's a classroom classic, perhaps the classroom classic. It is Granny's Garden from Formation. This was released in 1983 and developed by Mike Matson, and it is really the game I think that defines the sort of educational computing scene. This is the game which I think existed in classrooms up and down the country at the time. So even if you didn't have a BBC Micro at home or an Acorn Electron or any other Acorn machine, the chances are that if you grew up in the 80s like I did and you were at school at the time, you will have played this game and certainly have been familiar with it as well. I think it's a great game for many reasons, but I think one of the things that it really kind of sealed the deal, if you like, was the relationship between education and computing. Because this is a game that I think persuaded teachers at the time that these machines were worth it, that there was a way of combining education and computing together and use the machines to sort of teach children new skills. I mean, it's more of a game, I guess, than an educational tool, but I think that overlap is the thing that makes it quite a powerful entry in the series, and it's why I've brought it in at number 40. Now, Formation continue to exercise the copyright for this game, so the only way that you can legally play it now is to obtain a copy on CD-ROM directly from Formation themselves, and that's the edition that we're going to be looking at in this video. So this is what you get with the CD-ROM edition, a little splash screen here, and we're going to go with part one. For those of you that remember the game, it came in two parts. On the cassette, that meant that you had to select Granny 1 or Granny 2. We are ready to start, and without further ado, here's the theme tune. Amazing theme tune of Granny's Garden. I think it's fair to say that people who played this game a lot will have heard this theme tune a lot because it's quite an unforgiving game. If you make a mistake, it sends you back to the beginning and you get to listen to that tune all over again. Anyway, here we are in the Magic Tree Forest, and the first thing you have to do is test out your ability to type in coordinates. So this is really just teaching children how to kind of think of things in terms of coordinates, and it's really just a guessing game. So you put in coordinates, see what happens. Nope, not enough magic in that tree. Let's try another one. B2. No, not that one either. C1 maybe. No. D1. Yeah, well, there you go. Excellent stuff. So now we're in this rather charming wintry scene here. Another bit of music as well. There we are. Welcome to the Kingdom of the Mountains. So, do you have a password? Now, this is basically how you get from part one to part two. So we don't have a password yet, of course. So we're going to say no to that. Can you see a cave? Now, it's quite a funny game because if you say things like no to this very obvious question, it'll just say yes, you can, which I think is great. Do you want to go in the cave? No. Yes, you do. So that's the game telling you, putting you in your place. So you're inside the secret cave. King and Queen of the Mountains have been locked away in here by a wicked witch. More on the witch later. Those of you who know this game will be very familiar with the witch. So the six children have been taken and hidden away. Would you like to help the King and Queen? So again, you see, I mean, if you continue to say no, it says that's not very nice and asks you again. So we're going to say yes. You must try to find the missing children. So the first one to look for is a girl called Esther, and the King and Queen's pet raven will help you. Here we go. Here's the raven. He's making his merry way across the screen there. Now, I have to say that's a lot faster than he used to move on the original game on the BBC Micro. I think they've speeded it up slightly for this particular edition. I remember having to sit and wait for quite a while for him to make his way across the screen. But anyway, he is the King and Queen's Blue Raven. He has magic powers. Would you like me to help you? Well, I think we're going to say yes. I mean, let's face it, I think it probably would help. So we're going to go to the woodcutter's house. Now it's a prison for Esther. Oh dear. Are you ready to come? Yeah, sure we are. Off he goes. So this is the woodcutter's house. Would you like to go in? Well, there's a question. I think we are going to go in. I think that's probably a wise thing to do. But before we can go in, we have to solve a little puzzle. Okay. There is a secret word on the house. What is it? Now, I have to say, when I played this as a child, I used to think it was pig because I kind of read that first letter there with the pink and the blue together. But of course, it is actually fig. So we'll put that in. Okay, well, the witch has set some traps for you, eh? Would you like to take an apple from the tree? Yeah, why not? It's not Snow White, is it? Right, keep the apple safe. That'll let us in. It's very dark, but you can see a long stick by the wall. Shall we take the stick? Yes, let's take the stick. All right, you now have a stick and an apple. Very dark, but you can see a door leading to the kitchen, a door leading to the back room, a cupboard, and some stairs. Mysterious. All right, we're going to try the cupboard. Let's see what we find in there. It's very cold in here. All you can see is a red broomstick. Are you going to take it? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Silly, silly, silly. Oh dear, oh dear. Yep, it's the famous witch of Granny's garden. Now I've got you, I will send you home at once. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that was that. So our first outing on Granny's garden, very sorry, but the witch has sent us home. So we're going to have to try again later. Unfortunately, if you press S to start again, it's back to the beginning, back to the jolly theme tune music as well. So we'll give that another try, I think, as we didn't really get very far. I think it's probably fair to say that we aren't going to get all the way through the game in this review. It takes quite a long time, partly because of the trial and error involved. But anyway, let's see whether we can at least get to the mountain. No, I can't remember which ones we tried last time. Oh, there you go. I can't remember. Was it C2 last time? Maybe it was. Okay, great stuff. Back to the Kingdom of the Mountains once again. No, still haven't got a password. So, yes, we can see the cave. Yes, we want to go in the cave. Okay. Right. So, yes, this is once again telling us the story that we already know. Yes, we want to help them. And here comes the Raven, Turbo Speed Raven in this case. There he is. Great stuff. Right, I'm the King and Queen's Blue Raven. Would you like me to help you? Yes, I would. Okay, we've been here before. Yes, let's go. So, I think the thing we need to remember is not to, well, not to go in the cupboard and take the broom, eh? Secret word, what is it? It is fig. This we know. Okay, would you like to take an apple? Yes, we would. There you go. All right, we'll take the long stick. But this time, let's see. Let's go in the kitchen, shall we? Let's have a look and see what's in there. Huge cooking pot. Are you going to look in the pot? Yeah, why not? Let's have a look and see what's in there. Oh no, not this again. Oh dear. Right. Well, we might have to do a bit of creative editing here. Otherwise, we're going to just be repeating the same thing for the entire duration of the review. So let's maybe yes, see whether or not we can come back to that place once again. So let's try that. Okay, so as we can see here, we are now once again back in the hallway, which is, of course, where we left off before going into the kitchen and finding the witch once again. So instead of going in the kitchen, I think we'll go to the back room. That seems like maybe that's somewhere else we could try. Nothing here except a small wooden box. Would you like to open the box? Sure. Ah, there's a note inside. It's not in this room that you will find the witch's broom. Hmm. Well, that was cryptic. Of course, we know where the witch's broom is, but I'm not going to go there because we know there's a witch. Oh, I know. It wants to eat you. What can you throw at the snake? Oh, my goodness, there's snakes and all sorts. How about we throw the stick at the snake? Does that sound like a sensible thing to do? Oh. The stick was an evil magic wand. Now the witch is coming. Oh, my goodness. Oh, dear. Really can't catch a break with Granny's garden today. Right. Well, it just goes to show I've not played this game in quite some time. I don't remember. I don't remember all these little pitfalls. Haha! Now I've got you. I will send you home. Right. Well, I think it might be time for a little bit more of the old creative editing. So let's try that again, shall we? Okay. So we're back again with the nasty snake. And yes, we have the option of what shall we throw at the snake? Well, the stick was clearly an evil wand. So let's try the apple. A good shot you are, you have killed the snake. Oh, poor snake. At the top of the stairs, there is a note on the wall. It says, Esther is in the house, hidden well from you. Look again, and you may find that one broom is now two. Cryptic stuff, but hopefully that means we can now go into the cupboard. Oh no, there's only a red broomstick. No, I don't want that. Okay, let's try going up the stairs again. Oh no, the snake's back. Oh wait, it's dead. Right, a loud voice tells you that Esther is not Lester. Esther is not up here. Okay, well let's. Can we go back in the cupboard again? Ah, there you go. A green broomstick. Yes, let's go with green. Oh, hang on. Yes, green. There we go. You found Esther. Ha! Remember this password. Snow. Excellent stuff. All right, so that should mean that we can now bypass the first scene. Have to obviously listen to the music again, but that's standard issue for Granny's Garden. Right. Okay, C2. Huh. Well, that's funny. Clearly, it is. Clearly, it isn't a consistent thing, is it? No, no, no. Dear, no, dear. B1. No. Oh, there we go. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, good stuff. Okay, right. So, do we have a password? Yes, we do. It's snow. Oh, hang on. We'll get it right. Uh, snow. Yes. Can I have? No. What? Do I have a password? Yes. Ah, right. Yes. Okay. I was trying to type the password instead of typing yes. Are you sure you have a password? Oh my goodness. Yes, I am sure. There we go. So far you've found Esther. Right. Yes, that's correct. Now we've got to find Tom. All right. Raven's back. Fast flying Raven up to the top of the screen. Okay, I will help you to find Tom. He has been hidden in the Giant's Garden. I will take you to see my friend the Toadstool. Now, this is the sequence that I remember the most because this actually felt like being in the garden. After all, it was called Granny's Garden. Here's the talking toadstool. Tom is hidden on the other side of the Giant's Garden. You will need some help to cross the garden. Okay, these creatures can help you. Worm, bee, snail, spider, and butterfly. Excellent. All right, you're on the edge of a wide pond. You will need help to cross the pond. Um, well, I don't think any of those can swim, can they? Worm, bee, snail, spider. I'm going to go with butterfly, I think. I feel like the butterfly can help us here. I will try to carry you over the pond. Hold on tight. Here we go. We have done it. Excellent. I'm sure whether the bee could have done it as well, but anyway, the butterfly did what we needed. You have to go through a small wood. Okay, you set off through the wood. A shower of nuts is falling on you. Oh dear, the nuts hurt your head. You need help. Okay, I'm going to go with the snail because I reckon he can hide us in his shell. Plus, I just love the animation of the snail. Look at him. He looks so happy. A happy snail. Good stuff. Bit of a Hitchcock device there with the trees just moving along the horizon to sort of make it look like the snail's moving. Okay, I'll be able to help you. Come inside my shell, and we are safe. Okay, now we've got to cross a flower bed. Oh, it's coming thick and fast here. All right. There's some lovely flowers here. Look out, an army of ants is coming. You need help. The ants might bite you. Well, I reckon then we can deploy the spider. There we go. Go on, spider. Kill the ants. Up and down. Rather cute looking spider, really. Okay, yep. Nice little bit of gymnastics. Oh dear, I don't think I can help you here. You'll have to try somebody else. Well, at least it didn't send us back to the beginning. The ants may bite you. Okay, well, if the spider can't, maybe should we tunnel underneath them with the worm? Oh, hello. Excellent. Okay, I will dig a long tunnel underground. You can follow behind. Thank you, worm. Yes, lovely bit of animation there. Great stuff. All right, you must follow a twisty path. You hear a growling noise. A huge black dog is coming. The dog has big yellow teeth. You need help. A dog belongs to the giant. Right, I reckon we can sting him with the bee, don't you? Ooh, great animation here. Look at those wings. Brilliant stuff. I do like that. This is very good. Okay, I'm the one to help you here. I'm going to buzz off after that dog. Now you're safe. I stung the dog's bottom. Well, I'm sure he appreciated that. Now you can see a very tall tree. Okay, great stuff. So, all right. Well, I think this is obvious then. We need the spider to spin us a web and take us up. Here we have it. So, will this finally reach Tom at this point? Was Tom actually hidden up at the top of the tree? Let's see, once the spider's finished doing its gymnastics, I'm the one to help you here. I will drop a thread down. There we go. Remember this password, Sky. The rest of the adventure is on the next program. Please find someone to help you. Well, hopefully I can help myself, but I believe if I start again, I'm just going to end up in part one. Yes. So I think what we'll do is another bit of creative editing, and hopefully that'll take us to the next stage. Bear with. So, yes, we really were supposed to go with part two. That's why we needed someone to help us, of course. I should have borne that one in mind, eh? All right, so we're ready to start part two. Yes, we are. Same jingle again. So it's a bit like when we looked at Pirate. Certainly heard the old Pirate jingle many, many times over. So anyway, let's see how far we get this time. Welcome to the Kingdom of the Mountains. Oh, there you go. Look straight in with the password here. No messing around. So there we have it. You have found these children, and now we need to find Claire and Anna. All right, here comes our trusty raven friend, and up he comes. Brilliant stuff. So Anna and Claire have been hidden in the City of the Dragons. Are you brave enough to look for them? Yes, I think we are, aren't we? Come with me then. All right. Huh. Interesting looking display here. Looks vaguely Chinese to me. Ah, it's Achu. Yes, I remember Achu. It's the incredibly sneezing Achu. I always felt that this deserved a little bit of a sound effect, even if it was just sort of pod style sneezing. He is Achu. He is the keeper of the gates. Okay, before you can enter the city, you must answer my question. What is your favorite food? Now, this was a bit of a hostage to fortune back in the day because really you could tell him anything and he would just repeat it back to you. Now, I'm going to resist the temptation to do what many children would have done back in the day and type things like willies and all sorts into his question. Instead, I'm just going to go with bread. I like bread. There we go. Whenever I have bread, I start to sneeze. Well, there you go. I think it's pretty predictable that pretty much everything makes this chap sneeze. Anyway, there seems to be a little girl here who's lost. Her name is Anna. Oh, here we go, sneezing again. You can take her with you to meet the dragons. Okay. Does that mean we found Anna already? Okay. These big dragons are going off to hunt for their dinner. Yes, I'm not entirely convinced by the animation there. That just seems to be a screen transition. They really look like they're moving. Okay, these are the four baby dragons that have been left behind to guard Claire. You will have to tame them. Okay, so luckily I have four magic collars, which will make the dragons tame. You can only catch one dragon at a time. Yes, okay. Each one has their different favorite food you have. Yes, I remember this. If you run out of something, the witch will come. Okay, well, that might well be curtains for us. Remember, you must try to make the dragons come out on their own. Okay. All right, let's try buns. The red dragon loves buns. The green dragon sometimes eats them. The blue dragon sometimes eats them. And the yellow dragon hates them. Okay, well, so you see, this is the sort of logic puzzles, I guess, that would have been made this game more of a sort of educational one, as far as teachers were concerned. You can put a magic collar on the red dragon, okay? All right, so let's try orange. See what happens then. Red dragon sometimes eats oranges. Green hates them. Blue loves them. Yellow dragon sometimes eats them. Okay. Which food do we want to try? We haven't managed to put a collar on him though, have we? Let's try lollies. Oh, red dragon hates lollies. He's gone now. Oh dear. Green loves them. Blue sometimes. Yellow sometimes. But be honest with you, I'm not really taking notes here, so I think we're just going to start throwing random food and see what happens. Let's try another orange, shall we? Oh no, no, that didn't work. Maybe another bun. Get the red dragon back. No, that sent the yellow one away. Another orange, perhaps. Oh no, we've managed to get. What about some chips? Uh, okay, he sometimes yellow loves. Does that? No, we still haven't managed to. How about some more chips? That's interesting. Why isn't it letting me put a collar on them? Oh, great. Great stuff. Back to the witch. Back to the witch again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I think that might spell the end of our Granny's Garden adventures as far as this review is concerned, because I think that's one witch too many, really, and I don't really fancy going back to the beginning once again. But hopefully you will have enjoyed that little adventure down memory lane for those of you that remember this game from your school days. Granny's Garden in at number 40, very much deserving of its place, even if it is a little bit frustrating at times in the way that it makes you go back to the beginning. But it's a great fun game, and you know, I'm glad it exists, if that makes sense. It's one of those games that makes me feel very fond for the era, and it was yeah, definitely a game that sort of set the scene for the educational possibilities of the BBC Micro as much as anything else. So that's it for Granny's Garden. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you will join me for the next video in the series. And until then, goodbye.